Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Obit Potato, and this is Resort Boss Golf. This is an early access strategy management game that, as the name suggests, has you building your own golf resort. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. Currently in early access, as I mentioned, and you need to take everything that you see here with a little bit of a pinch of salt, as of course it could change as things go forward. Also, it's developed by Gus Martin and published by Excalibur Games. So, I've done the tutorial, I know how to play, so let's jump on into it. I have named my resort Orbital Oasis. I feel that that's a pretty resorty name. Right, so let's talk about some of the basics. This is a car park. This is the starting point for every golf resort, apparently. And from here, we're really going to build up an empire, I hope. This is the starting area that we've got, obviously, within this fence. We will have the opportunity, as time goes on, to buy some more land. But I'm not really interested in land as it stands at the moment. I'm interested in setting up a clubhouse, because a clubhouse is the first part of any good golf club. Me personally, I don't play golf, but I know enough about the how things work that I feel like I'm going to be able to cope. Maybe just. Okay, let's go in a facility builder and immediately start things off with a clubhouse, as that is the only thing that we can actually build at the moment. So currently, we don't have anything. But the way that building works in this game is actually kind of unique. What we need to do is, first of all, we need to map out the area that we want the clubhouse to cover. I feel like a 3x3 area is probably adequate. Let's zone that as a clubhouse. Now, of course, we can add to things, and we can also take away bits and bobs. We haven't signed off on anything yet, so there you go. What we also need to bear in mind is that every single building that we build needs to have a door. So I feel like we're going to put a nice big double door right next to the car park, so that if people arrive, they can, you know, just get straight in. So we'll put a door there. We're also going to put some other fancy little bits to make it look kind of a little bit nicer. Maybe a window there. Yeah, maybe a window here, window there. Double window here, double window there. You know what? Maybe we should upgrade that to a double window, or we'll put some double windows in the middle there, so people can have a nice lookout into the area which will become the golf course. Anyway, since we've now zoned a door, we can now go ahead and sign off on the building of this building. As you can see, our finances are up at the top. This is the number of guests that we have, and this is our ratings, which I'll talk about a little bit later on as we go. Anyway, the point is that this specific building has a weighting capacity of 13. We could, of course, increase the number of floors, but I'm not really keen on doing that at the moment. I feel that one floor is suitable for now. Let's call this the Orbital Clubhouse, because I am vain like that and I want my name to be on everything. So let's go and plonk that down. I'm going to sign that off. Boom. Okay, perfect. Great. It's done. No, it's not, because first of all, and most importantly, we need to find someone to build it. So it's probably a good time to start getting some staff together. So we can hire two types of staffers at the moment. I do suspect that this might change as things go on, but for now there are only two types of people. One is a landscaper and the other is a builder. So let's go and recruit some builders to start things off. I'm happy just to go for the cheapest builder. We can only hire up to a maximum of 4 staff, so let's hire the cheapest builder, and let's hire the cheapest landscaper as well, because we're going to need landscapers as time goes on. And then let's unpause. Let's let the builder get to work. There you go. You're going to go and build this clubhouse. And the landscaper presumably is just going to roam around the resort for now. Great. Are you building? You certainly look like you're building. I'm going to assume that you are, because I cannot click on you. Anyway, that is that. That is a very, very important part of the golf course, for sure. But you know what else is a really darned important part of any golf course? Well, I would say it's the golf course itself. So we're going to go into the whole builder here. We're going to pause the game as we do this, because I think it's probably a little bit better. And now, this is where this game really shines, in my humble opinion. you can design your own golf course. How unbelievably cool is that? So what we're going to need to do for each and every golf course, we need to have a hole. Now, I think that we should probably have the hole facing away from the clubhouse. And I sort of want to keep this area free, as I sort of feel like we could probably stick another building there, but we probably cannot stick a golf hole over there. So why don't we say, if this is the, you know, the putting area, the tee, if you'd like, let's get the first hole over there. So this is the area where the golfers will hit their ball from, and they will hit it in the direction of the hole. Now, we get to set the hole, and we can determine the size of the distance between the tee and the hole. And I feel that maybe something kind of simple, maybe 104 yards, 107 yards. That seems fairly reasonable. 100 yards, let's leave it at 100 yards. Okay, so that's what we've got. Okay, so this will rate the hole as par 3, 102 yards. Span is 0.4, which is limited, and the difficulty is 10, which is challenging. Is that really that challenging? Risk, hazardous? It's not very hazardous. So conceivably, if I put it all the way over here, that would still put the span at 0.3, and the challenging would be at 10. Alright, clearly I have no idea how to determine the difficulty in the span, but whatever the case, I feel that going for about a 100 yard hole is probably not the craziest thing in the world. So, we can do that, and we will do that in a little bit, but what we need to do first is we need to determine exactly what type of ground we want to see between the tee and the hole. Now I think that we want to have this being the green. So the green, okay, this is going to change things. The green is the area where you can use the putter, and is usually used for a small area surrounding the hole. Maybe we'll customize the hole, stick it like right in the middle of the green there. And then probably like a little bit of fairway around here. So cue that up. And then maybe, well, you know, maybe if we put fairway all around here. The difficulty is now effortless, but that's okay because we want to allow people to have a little bit of a warm up for the first hole. Okay, the span is narrow, which I believe means the distance. I think that's the distance anyway. Now, there are also some hazards, and there are also some terrain modifications, which I'm actually not going to make for this first hole. I feel that we want the first hole to be relatively easy. So let's get that accepted. Now, the thing about the landscaper is that the landscaper is going to come over here, and he is going to make a lovely, nice golf course. Now, what we also need to make sure that we do is we need to make sure that we have, you know, a suitable number of decorations. Golfers like decorations, and therefore we're going to put a couple in place. There we go. I feel like this is a nice easy route. It's going to cost us 1,200 bucks, which is maybe a little bit frivolous, given that we need to try and actually build up a course. But that's not too bad. All right, so you are going to start making the fairway, and then you're going to start making the green, or sorry, you finish making the green, and now you're going to start making the fairway. As you can see, it's a completely different color, so that it can be distinguished. What are you? Oh, this is me. Nice. Cool. Also, another thing to consider is that we can actually play golf here, which is kind of cool. All right, so you're going to finish up sometime soon. There we go. Nice. You know what? That's not altogether terrible. Doesn't look the most ideal, but it is what it is. All right, great. So now let's go into the hole builder and let's play it. Let's play it. Hey, I wanna play it. I wanna play it. Okay, so this is the other golfer that's in the queue ahead of us. Okay, he just fell out the sky. I've got to imagine that will indeed be changed later. Anyway, am I getting to play this? I guess we need to wait for him to finish his little shot, but apparently not. Hey ho. All right, well, let's deal with this in just a second. We are going to get to play the golf hole in just a second, but let's have a little look at our messages, because our messages are a great opportunity to make a little bit of extra cash. Let's go have a little look. What is this? This is a mayoral visit. Mayoral? Mayoral visit. The mayor is visiting. The esteemed mayor of Chickentown would like to come to Orbital Oasis Resort to play a round of golf. He's expected to visit 7 days from now. Preparations for the visit are expected to cost 3,000. If successful, his visit should bring in 3,500 of revenue. Great. Well, I will of course accept that because that is free money. No reason not to, right? Yeah, I've got a little bit of a misunderstanding about where the hole is supposed to be here. There is no flag. Oh well. Am I going to get to play this course anytime soon? Okay, supposedly not. Okay, well before we do that, let's quickly go and build a second hole. We can only build 3 holes at the moment. That's fine. Now, I'm going to place the... the hole before I place the tee. Because for some reason that shows the hole up as a flag. Whereas it doesn't show up as a flag over here. But that's not a problem. Okay, so this is going to be a nice, big, long drive. It's not going to be completely straight, perhaps. We'll leave it off to the side just a little bit. There we go. It's currently set as challenging, but we know that that is because of the grass. I'm going to set this area up as... Well, we want an area of green. So set this area up as green. Then we'll give this area as rough, that area as rough. That area is fairway, and then rough all down the side here, I think. Sure. There we go. And we're also going to put a bunker in. I want to put a bunker in right about here. There we go. Alright. So that's going to be a pretty challenging... That's going to be a pretty darn challenging golf course. Its difficulty is hard. Maybe we want to make it a little bit easier. So this yellow line here, I think, is an indication of the route which will be taken. So maybe we want to lower the difficulty just a smidgen. By making some of this fairway. Yeah, okay, so it's now hard, but it's not super hard. There's a little bit of risk involved, but that should definitely be doable. Also, let's put down another bunker over here. Bumps up the difficulty a smidgen more, but that's not too much of an issue for us. In fact, you know what? I want to make this course kind of hard. Let's get rid of this. I want to make this area rough. There we go. So it's going to be actually quite a challenging shot to hit. But I believe that we've got a high caliber of golfers who are willing to play here, so I'm gonna risk it. I don't want to do any terrain modifications. I'm gonna save that for the third hole. We're gonna have a third hole that is gonna have loads of terrain modifications. But let's get that all lined up. Let's put it into 2 times speed. Yeah, so I think it must be a bug where we can't actually see the flag here. Also, where am I? That's not me. I know that I've got green hair. That's me. Waiting at the queue? Why do I need to wait for the queue? It's my golf course. Alright, whatever. Alright, get this all organized. And then let us... What we could do is we could buy a new patch of land. That is something that we could do. But I'm not super interested in doing that right now. We might do that in a little bit. What we're going to do next is we're going to do our third hole. Now our third hole is going to be very, very good. Now, because I've got an idea in mind. Okay, so let's add a third hole. Let's start with the hole up at the end. We'll put it like here, I guess. And the tee point will be here. It looks relatively simple at the current moment, but hey-ho, it's about to get a lot more complex. Congratulations, the rating of your resort has been increased. Your resort has 1-star rating and unlocked the following features: hotels, first loan, 2 expansion permits. That's great. That's really, really great. So that means that we don't only have to have a clubhouse just chilling out there. Anyway, let's think about exactly what we want to do here. So, first things first. We want to get a hazard. We want to get a bunker. Right? Straight off. And then we want to get a height drag. And I ideally want to sort of just modulate how this is going to work out. It's not exactly what I... Whoa. It's not exactly how I wanted it to work out, but I kind of wanted an elevated hole, just like that, actually. Just a little bit, just a little higher, down. Oh, yeah. You know what? If I can't get that to 7, then that's totally fine. It does say click on the icon tool to change the effect, but whatever. Okay, that's almost perfectly even, but it's not perfectly even. It's fine. We can deal with that. I think that is pretty much exactly how we want the course to look. We want to get the green. I want to get this all designated as green, actually. Probably to make it a little bit easier. Alright. And then let's queue that up. Perfect. Also, what we're going to do is we are now going to make a pond. We're going to also make a pond in the area between the bunker and the tee. So it's another obstacle. So you can lose your golf ball in the pond over here, which is very, very exciting. Alright, so let's see if we can actually play any of these stinking courses, because I actually do want to play a round of golf, or even half a round of golf, or even like just one hole, truthfully. Let's unpause and see if we can actually make it work. But apparently we need to wait in queues, like a regular person. Golflandia? Either way, this is pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with the way that this is looking. It's a lot of work to make this golf course come together. And we got one landscaper who's going to be dealing with it all, but, you know, I feel like that's not too bad. I feel like this looks quite nice, actually. Is someone having a crack? Oh, you're having a crack. You're preparing your shot, waiting for the ball to stop, and then you fall out the world, and then fall back into it, and then you roam the course. Alright, so clearly something is not okay with this hole. I don't know why, but it is slightly problematic for whatever reason. Hey, is that me? Am I gonna have a shot? Alright, the problem is that I put trees here now. Well, that has presented me with a little bit of a problem. Alright, well, I guess we're stuck with those trees now, I guess. We'll add a little bit of extra fairway just in the case it makes any difference whatsoever, but hey ho. Is this me? Hey, this is me. Finally, we're going to be able to make a little bit of a golf player out of us yet. All right, so what we want to do is we want to start off with the driver. The driver is the best club that we've got. Let's push it to the extent that we possibly can. Roughly to like there. And the great thing about this game, excuse me? That's not me. That's just a regular guy. Why are there two people playing on the hole at the same time? Hey, that was well done. All right, here we come. Let's line things up. Now, of course, being a golfer, I have not got the foggiest of ideas. Well, that was a very, very close golf ball. I don't have the foggiest of ideas what club I should be using here. Obviously, it shouldn't be a putter because the putter can only go so far, right? Let's try with this, I guess. Or maybe the 4. Seems fairly good. Stop hitting golf balls at me. Hey, look at that. That was 2. Wow, holy cow. For people who don't know the golf system, is that a course will be rated as par. So it's par 4 for hole 2, but we did it in 2 shots, which means that we were 2 shots under the expected number of shots it usually takes to hit the golf ball into the golf hole. You know what? I'm pretty darn happy with that, you know? Doesn't look like you're having much luck there, buddy. Leaving the course. You're leaving the course by boat? Nice. Where am I? Where am I having another shot at this? Oh, I don't really want another shot. Thinking? That can't be me because I really do very little of that. Anyway, look at this. We've got an actual golf course, which is great. It's a local pitch and putt. It's a little bit better than that, thanks very much. We can also get memberships. That's something else to keep in mind. What we should probably try and do is try and maybe make another building of some sort. So we can now get a restaurant, a staff room, and a hotel, as well as the clubhouse that we currently have. I feel that a restaurant would be not the craziest thing in the world to do. A restaurant over here would be kind of nice. Maybe we'll have a restaurant. Sure, out this way. Daily revenue. 2-floor restaurant. Sure, a 2-floor restaurant seems to me. Potatoes. Potato. Parlor. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell parlor, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. This is gonna be fine dining, of course, absolutely fine dining. Frame awning. I mean, I need a door first, realistically. There we go, and maybe some windows. Looks a little bit institutional, if you know what I mean. And by that, I mean, it literally does look like a prison. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There we go. It's not terribly horrific. It's only going to cost us 3.5, just shy of 3,500 in order to build. We could also go for some nice brick foundations. Whatever the heck these do. I believe they just changed the building slightly. Alright, apparently that's all I can build. No idea why it's not allowing me to build over there. Let's set that to be built. Beautiful. Let's unpause and let that happen. At the same time, it's probably a wise idea that we go about expanding our... empire. We maybe get some extra stuff. These holes are all open, aren't they? Yeah. No golfers waiting. 4 golfers waiting. Yeah, I'm worried about how I may have accidentally messed up something over here, and now I can't really fix it. Yeah, that does slightly worry me. Let me see if I can fix this. I did really want to keep these trees. That's not in the area that we currently have, but that's fine. Okay, let me just edit this, because something's not right here. There we go. Alright, this literally is now the simplest course. It is literally effortless. After a little bit of modification, we might just be fine. Okay, the builder should be hard at work building up the restaurant. I want to get a hotel very, very shortly indeed. I'm thinking, do we expand this area into this area, or do we expand into this area? If we expand into this area, then we will probably add some more golf holes, which certainly would be nice. I believe that we will be able to make golf holes as soon as we expand into this area. Alternatively, we could expand into this area and maybe open up a hotel. Maybe that's not the best thing to do, but we could do it. We could definitely do it. I don't know. I think that that's probably a pretty darn good place to wrap things up. So, ladies and gents, let me know. What do you think we should do? Do you think we should expand over here, build up some more service facilities, or over here and build some more golf course facilities? Please do let me know. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Resort Boss Golf. I'll see you next time. Bye.